Good evening, inhabitants of the exclusion zone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast. Not a lot going on at the station, nothing new to report, so enjoy continued selections of The Shadow. Tonight we have The Hypnotized Audience, Death from the Deep, and The Firebug.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard, as haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. The Shadow's true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, The Hypnotized Audience.
Hold it there, Miss Khan. That's just the pose we want.
What's the play, Mr. Khan?
Gentlemen of the press, please. My master Durga Khan has already answered too many questions.
Oh, you needn't get tough about it, Sultan. You must excuse my servant, Ahmed, gentlemen. Your reception, it is overwhelming.
Oh, that's all right, Durga Khan.
He fears I may be too tired to dance tonight.
Are you really going back to the boat to the theater?
Yes, that is the plan. Now, I must beg to be excused. I must get ashore.
Okay. Come along, gang. Thanks, Durga Khan. Oh, that's the famous wine. Master, they took so many pictures.
All the better. To them, Durga Khan is merely a famous Oriental dancer and mystic. It would be amusing to see what they would print if they knew our real purpose in giving this recital.
Yes, Master.
Come quickly.
Steady there. Easy down the gangplank. Watch it, step there.
Master. Yes, Ahmed.
Look, the Princess Zada. She came to the pier herself.
Zada? Where is she?
Over that way, see? Standing alone behind the barricade.
Yes, she sees us. The little fool. Ahmed, send him enough while I talk to the princess.
Yes, Master.
Zada.
Oh, Durga Khan, what a sad day is this for thy father's house.
Quiet. I'm away from the crowd. You should not have come.
Do you think my nerves are made of steel? My husband
Your
is...
husband is Durga Khan's brother, my brother. If I say wait, you wait.
But in 9 hours they will kill him. Durga Khan and their electric
There shall be no
him.
execution. In 24 hours, my brother shall be free.
We've not got 24 hours. The
He
execution
is
is...
set for 3 tomorrow morning. There is still time. We will delay the execution. That's done. Tomorrow there will be a jailbreak. My brother will escape.
What?
Listen to me, Zada, listen.
Yes, my lord.
This is Governor Barnes. He will be at the dance recital.
He will be there.
Then tonight the honorable governor will grant a stay of execution to your husband, Princess Zada.
A stay?
A stay of 24 hours, which will be long enough. Now that I am here, the prison break will be no problem.
But if the governor will not grant the stay, if my husband really dies...
Hakim will not die. When Durga Khan asks a favor, he asks in a special way. Zada governors, not even kings, refuse.
This is not India, Durga Khan. They will guard this Governor Barnes.
Against my power, Zada, there is no guard. Go to the house in the country. Wait there for me.
If you fail...
Fail. When Durga Khan dances, there is no thought of failure. And tonight, Zada, he dances for his brother's life.
Cigarette, Margot?
Oh, thank you, Lamont. You must admit the man is an art.
Yes, of course. Durga Khan is certainly the greatest Oriental dancer of the day. His dances, they have the strange, mystic fascination of the East.
I just love Oriental culture.
Everything Oriental's perfect, you know. That woman's forgotten all about another Oriental. Preparing to die, only a few miles away.
You mean Joseph Hakim, the murderer?
Exactly. No one applauded his display of Oriental culture, and he's from the same section as Durga Khan and of the same caste.
But Lamont, Hakim's a brutal murderer.
Certainly. He's to die tonight in the electric chair, nevertheless. He's a product of the same civilization as the artistic Durga Khan.
Oh, look, there's Police Commissioner Weston.
Yes, I saw him in his box.
Coming over here. Hello, Commissioner Weston.
Oh, Margot Lane. Hello, Cranston.
How do you like the show?
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the governor.
Governor Barnes?
The governor isn't here.
Not yet. What with the execution and everything, he couldn't get away early. He's coming for the last half of the recital.
You mean Governor Barnes is actually leaving the State House tonight?
Yes. Barnes is hipped on seeing this dancing fellow.
I suppose he's wanted by the prison.
Now, that's taken care of. I have one of my men keeping a special wire open here to the theater.
Wasn't a pleasant case, was it, Commissioner?
No, sir. Plain, cold-blooded butchery.
Well, here comes Governor Barnes.
Oh, Commissioner Weston, did I miss much?
Not too much, Governor. Still intermission.
Margot Lane and young Cranston. Well, tell me, is this Durga Khan as gracious as they say?
Every bit.
Fine. Well, I must get to my boss. Coming, Commissioner?
Yes, Governor. It's this way.
We'd better get back, Lamont. There goes the buzzer.
All right, Margot.
Let's go back to our seats.
But after that first half of the program, Durga Khan's got to be wonderful. What can he do to top it? I don't like the looks of the bright flames from that lamp on the altar.
Why, Lamont, it's a lovely blue. I've never seen that color before.
I've only seen it once, Margot. Something rather curious happened that time.
He's getting ready to dance again.
Yes.
Where's Governor Barnes, Lamont? I've been trying to spot him.
Commissioner Weston's box, see? Sitting in the rear.
Lamont, Durga Khan's going to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I will recite for you a mystic prayer. It is more ancient than believers of India. There is no translation for this prayer. You must let my dance interpret it for you.
Well, this is something new.
Please, let's listen.
It doesn't make sense.
Please, Lamont, don't disturb it.
Margot.
Yes?
Margot, that's hypnotism. He's trying to hypnotize the audience.
Isn't it wonderful?
Margot, listen. Listen. Can't you hear me?
A lovely chant.
Margot, use your will, Margot. Your will.
Oh.
Shame of you, Margot. Margot. And the Khan still. Good Lord, everyone is. An entire audience. Even I can feel the influence. Mass hypnotism. But why? Why is Durga Khan exerting his will on all these people? Margot. Margot, listen to me, dear. Listen. Fight against it. Fight.
I can't.
Give me your hand. Now. Come back, Margot. Come back.
What's the matter, Lamont?
Steady, my dear. Durga Khan's giving a remarkable exhibition of mass hypnotism, that's all.
Mass hypnotism?
Yes, the whole audience spellbound.
Oh, Lamont, that chant.
Don't listen. Don't look at that blue flame. Look up in the boxes, anything, at Westerners. Great heaven.
Lamont, what is
Look. Margot, two men just grabbed Governor Barnes.
The governor?
Yes, they're dragging him from the box. Stop, Weston! Everyone, listen to me! The governor has been kidnapped!
What a thunderstorm.
Oh, Commissioner, step on it, Margot. We can't lose sight of Durga Khan's car.
Don't worry, Lamont, I won't.
Cranston, I've got to get back to town. This chase into the country is ridiculous.
They're turning off a highway.
Why should Durga Khan kidnap Governor Barnes?
Look, Lamont, there's a house on that hilltop. That's where Durga Khan is headed for. It's an ideal place to hide the governor, Commissioner.
Well, we can't raid every lonely house in the country.
Hurry, Margot. We've got to get into that house.
Yes, Lamont.
Margot, look out. Stop.
Oh.
Great Scott. We nearly hit that telephone pole. The storm has blown it over, halfway into the road.
Yes, you could touch the wires if you wanted to. Cut your motor, Margot. We'll walk the rest of the way.
Shall I come along?
No, you stay here.
Oh, hurry up, Cranston. Let's get this whole thing over.
Get the shortwave radio equipment ready and stand by for a call.
Yes, do be careful, Lamont. Durga Khan's a powerful and dangerous man.
Yes, my dear, but so is a certain friend of ours, the Shadow.
Ladies and gentlemen, how will this exciting adventure of the Shadow turn out? One moment and we shall see. Meanwhile, motorists, think of the chances you take on wet, slippery roads with smooth, worn tires. If your car suddenly swerved out of control, could you stop? Who knows what hazards await you?
The shadow knows. Beware. Thousands of people were killed or injured by skidding cars last year.
Yes, and Goodrich, too, knows the dangers of skidding. That's why Goodrich spent years developing a new kind of tire to give the greatest protection ever offered against skid. It's the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown with the Lifesaver tread. Every inch of this new Lifesaver tread is especially designed to dry the road under your car. In fact, motorists, the spiral bars of this tread act like a battery of windshield wipers. They sweep the water right and left, force it out through the deep grooves, make a dry track for the rubber to grip. Don't buy any tire until you've at least seen this new Goodrich Silvertown with the Lifesaver tread. Ride on it. Feel it grip. Feel it stop you quicker, safer than you've ever stopped before. Then you'll understand why a Silvertown stop may save your life.
No answer, Commissioner Weston.
No. Wait, Lamont. Someone's coming now.
Yes.
We want to see Duggar Khan.
The master is resting.
I'm sorry. I'm Commissioner Weston, Police Department.
You cannot enter. Go away.
Now, look here.
The master must not be
Hold
disturbed.
on there.
Ahmed, what is this?
Two gentlemen, master. Police.
It's Commissioner Weston, Duggar Khan.
Lieutenant Ahmed.
Yes, master. Step in, please.
Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Sorry to disturb you, Duggar Khan.
It is late, Commissioner. Hardly the hour for a social call.
We'd just like to ask you some questions, sir, about the governor's disappearance.
So? You may go, Ahmed.
Yes, master.
Gentlemen, I know nothing.
You don't mind if we look around a bit? What's the formality?
Look around? Well, yes. You mean you desire to search my house?
Merely a matter of routine, sir.
Routine or no routine, it is an insult. You don't understand, sir. The home of Duggar Khan to be searched like the den of a common criminal. But if you... I will not allow it. Duggar Khan's blood is royal. In every country in the world, his privacy is respected. I will complain to your government.
You are forcing us to go and get a search warrant, Duggar Khan.
Search warrant? Cranston, do you think all this is necessary?
Duggar Khan really has nothing to hide.
No, of course I have not. Perhaps I have been too hasty. It is, I suppose, part of your customary routine, this search. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Nothing personal, you understand?
In that case, come. I will conduct you myself. Now, this room here. Wait till I switch on the light. Step in, gentlemen.
Say, some layout.
Copy of the inside of a temple, isn't it?
Yes. You see, I have fitted it even with an altar.
What's that curtain behind the altar, sir?
That covers the sacred flame, Mr. Cranston. Wait. I will unveil it.
You know, Cranston, this place is enough to give you the creeps.
Yes, it is. Marvelously beautiful, and yet...
Look, gentlemen. The sacred flame.
Why, that's the same sort of a fire that he had on the stage, isn't it?
Yes. That looks very familiar, Duggar Khan.
Familiar? In what way?
Mr. Cranston here had a rather strange idea about the governor's kidnapping. He links it up with hypnotism.
Hypnotism? What hypnotism?
Oh, it's just an idea of Cranston.
1 minute, Commissioner. Duggar Khan, that Oriental prayer of yours, it seemed to have, well, a hypnotic influence on me. In fact, on the whole audience.
You must be mistaken, Mr. Cranston. Duggar Khan is a dancer, not a hypnotist.
That's what I said.
But that prayer...
Prayer is harmless, my friend. Look, Duggar Khan will recite it for you quickly. It is a simple petition to one of my country's gods. Listen, gentlemen.
Cranston, you feel sleepy?
Yes, very.
That's enough, Khan. Stop, I said. Stop.
Oh, chant. Oh, it got me. Wake up. Cranston. Stop. Durga Khan, or I'll shoot.
You can't shoot, Commissioner. Like the clever Mr. Cranston, you can only fall. Fall. Sleep, fools. Did you think to resist the power of Durga Khan? Now, search my house. Do. You will find your governor safe in my hands, no? You lie still. Durga Khan is your master. Will return before you awake. Rest. Sleep.
So, you think you can cast your spell over me, Durga Khan? Never. Now let it be a war of wills. You against the shadow.
Margot Lane. The shadow calling Margot Lane.
Lamont, this is Margot.
Governor Barnes is here, so is Commissioner Weston. Both prisoners.
Lamont, Durga Khan's men came searching and I had to leave the car. They wrecked the engine.
I'm afraid they might. Now listen. There's a telephone apparatus in the right-hand pocket of the car. Rig it up to the telephone wires where the pole has fallen. Can you reach the wires?
Yes, they're quite low.
When you get the operator, ask her to trace the call and send help. Then tell her to stay off the wire.
Stay off the wire?
Yes, if I'm right, the governor will make a call from here very soon. You must intercept that call. You must pose as the operator of the state prison and the warden secretary. Her name is Miss Pierce. Take the governor's message. It'll be about a stay of execution for the murderer, Joseph Hakim. Say you will give the warden that message, understand?
Yes, Lamont.
I'll protect the governor. Durga Khan does not know about the shadow. That is all. Turn the wheel and the rack a little more, men. Let Governor Barnes know what is really in store for him.
Yes, master.
Durga Khan, we have not much time.
Time enough, Princess daughter. My brother is not to die for a full hour. In half that time, the governor will be begging to do our bidding.
You're wrong. I'll never break.
You must.
Quiet, Zada. Durga Khan commands here. Listen to me, Governor Barnes. Either you form the prison and stop the execution, or this torture will grow worse and worse.
I will not do it. Hakim is going to pay for that murder.
Yes? And never turn the wheels in.
Yes, master.
Durga Khan, what about those two men downstairs?
I have hypnotized them, put them to sleep. I sent Ahmed to bind them. Men, twist the wheel.
Master.
What is it, Ahmed?
Master, one of the men you put under your power has disappeared.
Disappeared?
The Commissioner Weston, he is asleep. The other one is gone.
Impossible.
He's not in the temple, Master. I searched everywhere.
He must have revived and fled. Oh, Durga Khan, what shall we do?
Have no fear, Zada. He cannot have gone far, but we must catch him. We must search the house.
Yes, Master.
Now, you other two, you hunt through the grounds.
Yes, master.
Come, Zada, come. We must find him. We must.
Yes, Master.
Lock the door on it.
Governor Barnes.
Who is that? Who spoke?
A friend, Governor. I am here in the shadows. You cannot see me, but I am here to help you.
Who are you?
Some call me the Shadow.
Shadow. I've heard of him.
Governor Barnes, Durga Khan does not know I'm in this room.
Then get me out of here.
That's not so easy. Listen, Governor Barnes. Listen closely. I've sent for help, but you must make that phone call to the prison for Durga Khan. You must. Let me explain. You will not suffer any more, but act as though you were in agony.
I'll do it! Stop hurting me! I'll do it!
Good, Governor Barnes.
Hurry, Durga Khan. Dial the prison phone number.
Yes, Doctor. Do not worry, there is still time. Loosen the wheel a little, Ahmed.
Yes, master.
Please. No more torture.
No more torture, Governor. But you are a very stubborn man.
Durga, the phone.
You promised to loosen my bonds.
After the call, Governor. Hello.
Oh, they must answer. They must.
They will, Father. Remember, Governor, it is your life for my brothers. There will be no tricks.
I said I'd make the call.
Talk.
State prison.
All right, Governor. Ahmed, your knife is at the governor's throat.
Yes, master.
Speak, Governor, speak.
Hello, state prison.
Hello. This is Governor Barnes. The warden's office, please.
Yes, Governor, just a minute.
Remember, Governor, one false move and death.
Warden's office.
The woman. Ask who it is.
Hello. This is Governor Barnes. Who's talking?
Miss Pierce, Governor, the warden's secretary.
Miss Pierce, rather. Is that your name?
Yes.
Go ahead, Governor.
Miss Pierce, I want to say of execution for Joseph Hakim.
Joseph Hakim?
Yes, hurry. Tell the warden.
Oh, don't worry, Governor. We'll stop it.
It will be stopped.
Yes. And tomorrow the prison breaks. And your husband will be a free man.
You'll never get away with this.
You think your friends may trace that call, Governor? Perhaps. But when they reach here, we will be gone.
Hakim, my husband's free.
And what about me? You promised I'd go free if I made the call.
Guard the Governor, Ahmed. He annoys me.
Yes, Master.
You treacherous devil!
He is gagged, Master. Durga Khan is not a fool, Governor. You would make too good a witness. I cannot let you live to accuse me. Ahmed.
Yes, Master.
Silence the Governor. Forever. With your knife.
Yes, Master.
You fool. You dropped the knife.
No, Master. Someone gripped my arm.
There is no one here.
There is, Princess. I am here. The shadow.
Master, there is only the voice.
Who are you that speaks and is not seen?
One whose power is greater than yours, Durga Khan. The shadow.
Durga Khan is unseen one.
He cannot stop us now, Zada. Ahmed, get the car ready.
Yes, Master.
You are wrong, Durga Khan. I can stop you.
No, Shadow. Can your cloak of invisibility stop a bullet?
The gun is useless, Durga Khan. No marksman can hit what he cannot see.
Ah, but I can see the Governor, Shadow. He is still my hostage. We are leaving here. And if the Shadow attempts to stop us, the Governor dies.
You cannot escape the shadow, Durga Khan.
No? Here, Zada, take this gun. If I give the word, shoot the Governor.
Yes, Durga Khan.
A life for a life, Shadow. We live in peace or bonds and Western die. Now, you must bargain with me, Shadow.
Great is Durga Khan. He talks while his brother dies.
His brother died.
My brother lives. I saved
Princess
him.
Zada, this man with his dreams of power has deceived you. He has not saved Joseph Hakim.
You must be mad.
Even now, Princess, your husband is dead.
While talk, Shadow, and false.
Truth, Durga Khan. You cannot stop the course of justice by the power of your will. Hakim is dead. Your kidnapping was in vain.
He lies, Zada. Shoot the Governor.
Princess, wait.
Zada, obey my order.
Listen, Princess. You wish to know the truth about your husband?
Yes, her voice.
Oh, Zada.
Listen. Turn on the radio here. It's time for the news. Listen and learn if Joseph Hakim was saved tonight or not.
And that is the weather report for tonight.
Listen, Princess.
Now we bring you a news flash which just arrived in the studio. Exactly 2 minutes ago, Joseph Hakim was executed at state prison for murder. Hakim walked to the death chamber unaided, and he...
There must be some mistake.
Durga Khan, you faithless one. You have so many promises. You, the false brother. The mistake was in my trusting you.
That was the mistake, Princess Zada.
Zada, put that gun down. Zada, Durga Khan, speak.
Durga Khan speaks for the last time.
Put down that gun, Princess.
No, Hakim, my husband is dead. What is there left for me but death?
Shot herself.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Master, we have caught another woman.
Oh, they're dead.
Release the girl, Ahmed.
Where is the voice? What is it?
It is the voice of the shadow men of Durga Khan. Your chief, Durga Khan, is dead. Your Princess Zada is dead. Release the prisoners and go.
Master,
Ahmed,
Master.
the blood of Durga Khan is no more. The police are coming, Ahmed.
Yes, Shadow. Yes.
So, the great Durga Khan is dead.
Yes, Margot. He forgot that laws were for all men, not only for the poor and the weak. Durga Khan had great talent, power, but he used it for evil. And it cost him his life.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. shadow knows.
All the characters and all the places named are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty.
Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard. As haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost. As inevitable as a guilty conscience. The Shadow's true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, Death from the Deep.
Look at the water, Captain. Calm as a mill pond. I tell you, I don't like it.
Now, Mr. McLennan, that's not good talk for a first mate. You sound like a superstitious deck swabber. If the elements feel kindly toward us, let them be.
I know, Captain. But 5 days with the sea as smooth as a skating rink is a bad omen.
Well, Mr. McLennan, perhaps we'll have a good squall tomorrow to restore your peace of mind. For myself, I'll take anything. What's that?
Sounded like the engine room.
That was more than a boiler, McLennan. Hello. Hello down there. I don't answer. Hello.
Captain, we've been...
Hello down there. We've been what?
Captain Jones, look there. Look at that white path on the water coming toward us. It's a torpedo.
We're not at war.
Hold fast, Captain. It's going to hit amidships.
Are all hands accounted for?
Yes, Captain.
Are all lifeboats clear?
All but this one, sir.
And lower away. Hold lively, men.
We're just getting away in time, sir.
Hey, what's that nosing out of the water dead ahead, sir?
It's a submarine.
Submarine? So that's what did it. The blackguards?
A man coming out of the submarine hatch, sir.
He's got a machine gun. He's pointing at it. Stop! Stop for the love of heaven!
Another massacre on the high seas! Deep and first and sunk! Hold on for
Acme Steamship Agency.
I wish to cancel my reservation on the Princess Marie.
But, madam, didn't you...
I'm not sailing, I tell you. Why, it'd be suicide.
But, Mr. Williams, you can ship your goods with us. Our boats are safe.
No boat is safe.
But you'd be insured.
Yes, at 4 times the usual rate. Oh, no. You can cancel my shipment.
Gentlemen of the Maritime Commission, we are confronted with a vital problem. In the past 3 months, there have been exactly 18 ships mysteriously sunk on the high seas. Ships belonging to the United States, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, Japan, in fact, every major power. This series of unexplainable marine disasters has created a panic throughout the nautical world. Passenger reservations are being canceled. Freight shipments are being withdrawn. Crews are deserting the ships. Gentlemen, something has got to be done.
Waiter, some more coffee, Margot?
Yes, please, Lamont.
2 more coffees, waiter.
Now, what were you saying, Lamont?
Just this. 3 months ago, Margot, the first ship disappeared. A few days later, a second ship was sunk. This time, the bullet-ridden bodies of the crew were found dead, afloat in their lifeboats.
Horrible.
It is. Each succeeding disaster has been increasingly horrible.
And now all shipping is at a standstill.
These atrocities could not have been brought about by international jealousies because each of the ships sunk has been owned by a company in a different country.
Well, who can be
I'm not
responsible?
sure. But my deduction is it's the work of a pirate.
A pirate? But, Lamont, a pirate in the 20th century?
Yes, Margot. And one more callous, more bloodthirsty than any buccaneer who ever sailed the Spanish Main.
Then why isn't he tracked down?
Because not a single person has ever survived these sinkings. Therefore, the pirate has never been seen.
He must be seen sometime.
Not if he has a submarine.
Submarine?
Yes, Margot.
But how could an individual be in possession of a submarine without it being known?
If a man were rich and clever enough, he could have a submarine built in complete secrecy.
There must be some way of finding him out.
There is. Before such a craft could be constructed, it has to be designed. There are very few expert designers of submarines in the world. In the brain of one of them, this pirate craft must have been
But
conceived.
Lamont, a pirate submarine sounds fantastic.
Even more fantastic, Margot, is the motive of the pirate. He's preyed on every kind of ship, from the superliner to the common tramp. He can't be after booty because examination of the sunken hulls has revealed that nothing has been touched.
Why, Lamont?
To
Why?
find an answer to that question is a task for the Shadow.
But how would you proceed?
I've already made a few secret inquiries at the Navy Department in Washington. They told me of one chap who might be worth investigating, a Mr. Joseph Hart, a brilliant designer of naval crafts who was dishonorably discharged from his position.
Where can he be found?
I have learned that he is living all alone in a small house on an Oak Road. The Shadow is going to pay a call on Mr. Joseph Hart tonight.
Will you pass me that bottle, please, Benton?
Certainly. There you are. Joseph, I'm sorry to see you indulging in liquor. It frequently loosens the tongue. Sometimes makes a man say things that he later regrets.
What do you mean?
Just this. We share a secret, Joseph. A secret which would be most unwise for either of us to divulge.
I haven't said anything. I haven't talked.
Not yet. My fear is what you might say. Your nerve is deserting you, Joseph. You must pull yourself together.
How can I pull myself together when night after night I'm tortured by the vision of a procession of helpless ships sinking down to the murky depths, haunted by the faces of floating corpses, tormented by...
Shut up.
I was a fool. I designed and built that submarine.
A service for which you were well paid.
Yes, with money soaked in blood. I'm responsible for the havoc and the terror that your insane...
Don't say that, you idiot. I'm no madman, do you hear?
Why did you come here tonight, Benton?
Because, Joseph, I've been wondering of late why I permit you to live. You're becoming increasingly dangerous to my interests.
No.
Unless you can prove to me that our secret is safe and that you will aid me in the future.
No, I'll never do that.
No? And in that case, I feel that you ought to be my guest on the next cruise with the submarine.
I'd never come back. Is that what you mean?
Quite true. But before you leave us in mid-ocean, you will have an opportunity to see the splendid efficiency with which your creation, the submarine, operates.
No. I'd rather you kill me right now and have it over with.
And deprive you of witnessing the thrilling spectacle of my accurate marksmanship, to see them leap from the boats in terror like rats? No, Joseph, you can't miss seeing that.
No. I'd do anything rather than be forced to see that.
I thought you would. Maintain that attitude, Joseph, or it may be necessary for me to request that you pack your yachting clothes. A contingency which we should both deeply regret. Good night.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
I'll tell you what you can do, Joseph Hart.
Who's that?
There's a way to save you from the evil domination of Barry Benton.
Who are you?
I am the voice of one who has come to help you. I am the instrument of your righteous vengeance. I am the Shadow.
The Shadow?
With my assistance, you can compensate for some of the wrong that you have done.
But how?
Tell me the secret that you share with Benton.
Oh, no. I can't. I'm afraid.
More to fear if you remain silent. The Shadow already knows enough to hang you, Joseph Hart.
You haven't got anything on me.
I heard every word that passed between you and Benton in this room.
Oh.
Tell me what I want to know and save yourself. Or perhaps, as Benton so aptly put it, you'd prefer to pack your yachting clothes.
Nothing can save me. What I've done is done. I can never escape my conscience.
Then your conscience must tell you that it's your duty to do all that you can do to stop Benton's outrages.
Yes, you're right.
Now tell me the secret.
Very well. Until a year ago, I knew Benton only by his reputation as a millionaire sportsman. He was famous as a deep-sea fisherman and a big-game hunter. He came to me first seeking a design for a racing boat. I built it for him, and we became friends.
And because of that friendship, you consented to build a submarine.
Yes, but not for the purpose that he later used it. He told me that he wanted for a new thrill. Oh, believe me.
Go on.
The submarine was built in Benton's private shipyard, out of Carey's Point. Knowledge of its construction was carefully guarded from the world. It was not until the day the boat was launched that he told me his true intentions.
What were those intentions?
Benton is a lunatic, coldly, murderously mad. He'd always been a killer, but he tired of shooting lions and gaffing marlin. Now his warped brain had turned to what he regarded as a new sport.
Sinking of ships and the ruthless slaying of defenseless men. Now I understand. Where does he keep the submarine?
I don't know.
Are you telling the truth, Joseph Hart?
I've told you everything. Why should I lie now? If I knew where that boat was, I'd blow it to pieces. Myself with it. Myself with it. Wait. Myself. That's the idea. That's how I could fool Barry Benson. Why should I wait to die at his hands? No.
What are you doing?
I'll fool Barry Benson.
Here.
Put down that gun.
No more tortured, sleepless nights. I see no more screaming headlines. Another boat sunk and another and another.
Don't, Joseph Hart, don't.
Barry Benton will never take me on that voyage. I'll fool him, I say, fool him.
Poor Joseph Hart. You've served us both. Now we shall see whom you have served best. Barry Benton or the Shadow.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment the Shadow will be back on the air with surprises, suspense, and a thrilling, unexpected climax. But meanwhile, here's something mighty important to bear in mind when you drive a car. Just remember that rainy days make the grass grow greener. They may bring out the best in flowers, but they bring out the worst in roads.
Yes, beware. A road that's plenty safe when dry may become a dangerous skid trap when wet, sending your car skidding, spinning, swerving off the road.
Motorists, why take this chance when you can now get a sensational new kind of tire that will stop you quicker, safer than you've ever stopped before? The new Goodrich Safety Silvertown with the Lifesaver tread. Impartial tests conducted by the country's largest independent testing laboratory against the regular and premium price tires of America's 6 largest manufacturers proved that no tire tested, regardless of price, came up to the new Silvertown in non-skid action. Furthermore, these unbiased tests showed that the new Goodrich Silvertown with Lifesaver tread gave more non-skid mileage than any of the other tires tested in its own price range. Imagine, the new Goodrich Silvertowns averaged 19.1% more miles before the tires wore smooth, which is the same as saying you'll get every 6th mile free. Yes, many tires cost more than the new Goodrich Silvertowns, but no tire at any price can give you the unequaled skid protection of the Lifesaver tread, the exclusive blowout protection of the Golden Ply. Keep danger a stranger. Put a set of these life-saving long-mileage tires on your car without delay.
And so, Margot, Hart finished telling me the story, and before I could stop him, he shot himself in the head.
Poor man.
Perhaps it was better that way.
Lamont, now how will you find the submarine?
Joseph Hart told me that it was built at Vinton's shipyard out at Carey's Point. That's the logical place to start my search.
Is that where you're going now?
Yes.
Do be careful, Lamont. Remember, that man's a lunatic. He'll stop at nothing.
The Shadow hasn't anything to fear from Vinton.
I hope you're right.
This is as far as we can safely drive without being seen.
Well, this is a desolate spot. Don't like it. There's a light.
Yes, the shipyard.
Appears to be surrounded by a high wall. It looks like a prison.
Perhaps it is a prison for those within its gates. Margot, before we go any further, I'll give you your instructions.
Yes, Lamont.
I've already been in touch with the United States Coast Guard. They've been promised to give me full cooperation.
Yes.
Once I've found the submarine and know Vinton's plans, I shall communicate with you by our private wireless.
And then?
Then you will relay my message directly to the Coast Guard headquarters in Washington.
I understand. Good luck to the Shadow.
The Shadow thanks you.
All right, let it down easy now.
Okay, Phil.
Well, that's the last of the torpedoes, Charlie.
Hey, the sub must be going on a long cruise this time. Taking plenty of supplies and ammunition.
Yeah. Hey, what's that?
It was the wind blowing the door shut. What's the matter with you?
Listen, Charlie, when are we going to get out of this joint? You know, we've been cooped up inside this shipyard for 3 months. It's giving me the creeps.
Now take it easy.
I'd rather be back in prison. There wasn't nothing scary about prison, and you knew when your time was up, you got out.
Maybe we ain't never going to get out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, this Vinton guy's a bug. He ain't even let us read no newspaper since we come here. Stuff about hunting whales with torpedoes, that sounds screwy to you.
Listen, if he don't let us out of here soon,
Here he comes now.
Are all the torpedoes aboard?
Yes, sir. We just sent down the last load.
Very well. Take care of these empty crates. Then you may turn in.
Yes, sir. Mr. Vinton?
Yes.
Well, we was wondering if...
We?
Yeah, me and Charlie here was just talking about the... how we've been in the shipyard here a long time now,
And what Phil is trying to say, Mr. Vinton, is Well, could we have a couple of days off on the outside?
I'm afraid that would be impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Vinton, it's been 3 months. I've got a wife and kids.
You're being well paid, aren't you?
Oh, sure. You're giving us plenty of dough, all right, but we ain't getting no chance to spend it.
You will remain here as long as your services are required.
What if we don't want to stay here that long? What if we up and leave?
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise you to attempt that. Do you remember what happened to your associate, Mr. Hadley, when he tried to, as you say, up and leave? He fell from the wall.
You mean that wasn't no accident, huh?
No. He was shot down.
Oh.
So, do you still want to quit? I thought so. Good night, gentlemen.
Looks like we're in here for a long, long time.
Yeah, maybe you are. But I'm going to figure a way to get out of here, see?
Perhaps I can be of some assistance to you.
Who said that?
I heard it, too.
I said perhaps I can help you if you wish to get out of here.
Who's that talking? Where are you?
Don't bother to look for me. You can't see me.
What is this? One of Vinton's gags or something?
No, I am not speaking for Vinton. I speak for myself.
Who are you?
Men call me the Shadow.
The Shadow? How'd you get in here?
The Shadow is everywhere.
Well, what do you want?
I wish to bargain with you.
Well, what kind of a bargain?
By this time, you must be aware that you are both at the mercy of a madman.
He's right, Charlie.
You will never leave this place alive unless Ferry Vinton is brought to justice.
What can we do about
it? I will promise you your freedom if you will just answer my question.
Wait a minute. What do you think, Charlie?
Well, we're taking a chance. This may be a trick.
It is no trick. You have the Shadow's word.
Well, what do you want to know?
Where is Vinton's submarine?
It's right below our feet in a secret underground berth.
When does it sail again?
Tonight, at midnight.
What is its destination?
Well, I heard Vinton say something to the mate about Cape Francis.
Good. Sailing at midnight, Cape Francis. The Shadow wishes him good hunting. Calling Margot Lane. Calling Margot Lane. Proceed as instructed. Communicate the following information to Coast Guard headquarters. Pirate submarine sails at midnight for waters off Cape Francis. Impress on Coast Guard the importance of following directions implicitly if wish to bait the madman who is terrorizing the Atlantic.
What is our position, Mr. Brush?
We are 100 miles due east of Cape Francis, sir.
Are we in the regular shipping lane?
Yes, Mr. Vinton.
Have we enough visibility for clear observation?
The sun is just risen, sir.
Good. I'll take over the telescope now.
Very well, sir.
A fine day for hunting, Mr. Crouch. Hello, what's this?
Have you sighted something, sir?
Take a look. See what you make of it.
There is smoke. It looks like a steamer.
Splendid. Signal the engine room. Full speed ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is a steamer. I can see a funnel.
Full speed ahead.
Ah, this is the life. There's nothing like it. The sighting of fresh quarry in this periscope. The excitement of the chase, the spine-tingling thrill when the torpedo finds its mark. And then the climax, on deck, shooting them down with a machine gun like scurrying rats. Mr. Brown, stand by the torpedo tubes. We're coming up fast.
Yes, sir. Stand by the torpedo tube.
Aye, aye, sir. We'll cut across our bow and swing to starboard. That should give us a perfect shot.
Very good, sir.
Be prepared to rise to the surface quickly. We make a direct hit with the first torpedo.
Very good, sir. Stand by the valves and elevator.
Aye, aye, sir. We're almost within range. Cut to half speed.
Half speed ahead.
Torpedo tubes number 1 and 2 are loaded, sir.
Torpedo tubes number 1 and 2 are loaded, sir.
Look, Broush. It's a fine, big liner.
Could be sea, sir. Right, that's the Orpheus.
The Orpheus.
I remember now reading of her sailing. She has a full passenger list. Several ambassadors are aboard.
Full passenger list, eh? That sounds most promising. Number 1 tube ready to fire.
Number 1 tube ready to fire.
Now, I'll bring her a little more to the starboard. A little more. Oh, there. Number 1, fire.
Number 1, fire.
Yes, it's heading straight for its height. No deflection. Should be a perfect hit. Closer. Closer. Going to hit. Now. Why, failed to explode. was a dud. Number 2-2, ready to fire.
Number 2-2, ready to fire.
Number 2, fire.
Number 2, fire.
We won't fail this time.
Yes, you will, Mr. Vinson. You've just fired another dud.
Who dared say that?
I did.
Who are you? Come out here where I can see you.
You will never see me. I am the Shadow.
Shadow, eh? I've heard of you.
The torpedo hit, but it failed to explode again.
Reload the torpedo tubes.
Yes.
That would be a waste of time, Vinton. I've seen to it that all of the torpedoes are dud.
You'll regret this, Mr. Shadow. This is the one time that you've matched wits with a mind cleverer than your own. Blow out the ballast tanks for a quick rise to the surface.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you. I'll sink that boat with my deck guns.
Vinton, you're a madman.
Madman, am I? Very well, I'll show you the full extent of my madness.
Decks awash, sir.
Open the conning tower hatch. Deck crew, stand by to man the guns. Aren't you coming up on deck, Shadow, to witness the kill?
I am already on deck, Vinton.
Devil plague you. How did you get up here? Show yourself.
That is unnecessary, but never fear. I'll stay near you.
The guns are jammed, sir.
Jammed? Why, that's impossible.
I neglected to tell you, Vinton, that I rendered your guns useless.
Oh, so you think that you've outwitted me, Shadow. But you're wrong. Signal the engine room full speed ahead.
Aye, aye, sir.
Steer directly to that vessel's side.
What are you doing now, Vinton?
The prow of this submarine is equipped with a ramming device. With it, we can sink any vessel afloat without injury to us. You didn't foresee that, did you, Shadow? In a few moments, we will rip open the hull of that liner and send it to the bottom as effectively as with any torpedo. So you don't believe me?
Oh, yes, I believe you. But that liner is completely deserted. It was set adrift there by the Coast Guard. It is a veritable floating mine with enough explosives aboard to blow you to kingdom come.
You're lying.
You'll know soon enough. You haven't far to go.
Reverse engines!
Reverse engines! Will we stop in time? We're getting closer.
No, we're stopping. We're stopping. We're not going to hit. You see, Shadow, I've outwitted you after all.
No, Vinton. You've maneuvered your submarine alongside the ship just as I planned. All right, up there. Here's your man.
Put up your hands, all of you.
The Coast Guard. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Yes, a trap, Barry Vinton. And this ends your reign of piracy and ruthless murder.
Very smart, aren't you, Shadow? But not as smart as you think you are.
Tell him he's going inside the submarine. He's closing the hatch.
Yes, they all think they're so clever. But no one can outsmart Barry Vinton. I'll go to the engine room. I'll maneuver the dive. They'll never get me. I'm master below here. Now check the valve. That's right. I'd love to hear what the Shadow is saying up there now.
He's probably saying it's no use trying to maneuver that dive, Barry Vinton.
How did you get here, Shadow?
Why, I merely followed you.
Show yourself, Shadow, and I'll shoot you down in your tracks.
Here I am over here in this corner. Come ahead and shoot, Mr. Vinton.
Well, Shadow? Well?
You just missed me.
Why, you...
Come on, men, here he is.
Your marksmanship is deplorable, Mr. Vinton.
Who are you?
That does not matter.
Why don't you tell them who you are, you glory seeker?
I seek no glory. My reward is that ships and men can once more safely sail the seas. The Shadow's work is done.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
All the characters and all the persons named are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow's exciting adventure starts in a moment. But right now, motorists, I have the biggest, the most exciting news you've heard since the days of the first pneumatic tire. It's all about the tire sensation of 1938, the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown with the amazing Lifesaver tread. This new kind of tire is utterly different in appearance, design, and action than anything you've ever seen or felt. At the first sign of a skid, it turns the wet road under your car into a dry track and stops you quicker, safer than you've ever stopped before. Hard to believe? Just listen to this startling proof. In exhaustive road tests made by the largest independent testing laboratory in the country against regular and premium priced tires of America's 6 largest tire manufacturers, no tire tested, regardless of price, came up to this new tire in non-skid action. These severe tests, made over a 3-month period, also proved that the Silvertown gave more non-skid mileage than any of the other tires tested in its own price range. Averaged 19.1% more miles before the tires wore smooth. You'll never know what the word stop really means until you felt the grip of the new Silvertown on a wet, slippery road. For safety's sake, make your next set of tires Goodrich. Spelled Goodrich. Goodrich Safety Silvertown. The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard, as haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. The identity of the Shadow is known only to his friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, The Firebug.
Fire reported at 4th and Chestnut Street. Blaze at 4th and Chestnut. Fire reported at 4th and Chestnut Street. Blaze at 4th and Chestnut. Keep back! Keep back of those fire lines!
Let me through! Let me through! My baby's in there! I've got to save her!
I'm sorry, ma'am. We can't let you in there. You'd be burned to death.
I've got to get through there. I've got to, I tell you. My brother and sister are in that
I
building.
don't care. Get back. Hey, you get back. Stop that guy. Don't let him get in there. Stop him.
Hello, Pete. How did the Firebug get this time? Oh, hello, Commissioner Weston. I had a notion this to bring you out. Near as we can check, it's 3 dead and 6 badly burned.
Oh, that's bad. Any idea how it started?
It's the same story as the last 6 tenement fires, Commissioner. It started in the hallway with an oil-soaked baby carriage.
Callahan, there's no doubt about it. We're dealing with a pyromaniac. These 6 tenement houses fires all started in hallways and in an oil-soaked baby carriage.
I know. That's what my department's been trying to hammer into your head for the past 10 days. What's the matter with your police force? Can't you pick up this crazy Firebug?
Well, we've done our best. Rounded up every possible suspect in the city. Questioned hundreds of them.
Well, Commissioner, I'm here to tell you that if something isn't done and done quickly, the city council will have your job and mine, too.
Yes, I know. Careful what you say, Callahan. Here comes a couple of reporters.
Well, listen, it looks like that crazy Firebug's put another one over on you.
What's the matter, Commissioner? Can't you find this nut who's running around with a box of matches and a can of kerosene? We're doing everything possible.
Yeah, and meanwhile, a couple of dozen poor devils get burned to death. The whole town's scared stiff, wondering what this maniac's going to burn next.
Maybe it's time you called in that mysterious friend of yours called the Shadow, Weston.
Yeah, why don't you get the Shadow to help you?
We'll capture the maniac without the Shadow's help.
Hey, look out! Look out! Get back there! Get back! Get back there! Back! The walls! The can again!
You know, Lamont, I feel sorry for Commissioner Weston. The newspapers are writing the life out of him.
Yes.
Listen to this editorial. Enter the Shadow. Due to the inability of our police force to curb the wave of incendiarism, dozens of innocent persons in the tenement of our city have died. Weeks have passed, and yet the fiendish criminal responsible for these fires has not been apprehended. It would appear that again the people are in need of help from that mysterious figure known only as the Shadow.
Yes, Margaret, the newspapers are treating Weston and his police force pretty roughly. Pyromaniacs are one of the most difficult type of criminals to deal with in the world.
Therefore, enter the Shadow.
Yes, Margot, but this time, if it's humanly possible, I'm going to see that Weston gets the credit for breaking this case, if it can be broken.
Is that why we're driving through the tenement section now?
Yes, Margot, I've been checking a theory of mine for several days now.
Yes, but only as Lamont Cranston, the amateur criminologist.
Well, here we are.
It's just another tenement house, as far as I can see.
Except that it has a fur dealer's shop on the ground floor. Wait here for me, Margot. I'm going in there. Won't be long.
You see a mink coat lying around somewhere, you might bring it out with you. It might make up for the agony of curiosity you're caught in.
Well, I can tell you this much before I go in, Margot. In the last 4 buildings fired by this pyromaniac, there's been a fur dealer's shop on the ground floor. The man who runs this shop here had his establishment in the last place that went up in flames.
Well, he certainly moved into another fire, sir.
Exactly, Margot, and I'm curious to know why.
Good luck. Lamont, why put your hat over your eyes and roll up your coat collar like that?
It's just that in case the Shadow has to visit this fur dealer later, there won't be any connection with Lamont Cranston. Wait here, Margot. Don't under any circumstance come in that shop.
All guns! All guns! Bye-bye, all guns! Bye-bye.
Antonio! You come in the house right now. Come on, now. Hurry up.
Hey, what can I do for you, miss?
I'm trying to match a piece of fur. You seem to have quite a collection here.
I don't sell retail. Who sent you?
Didn't you used to have your shop over at 4th and Chestnut?
I moved.
Oh, yes, that's right. The building you were in burned down. I hear several people burned to death.
Yeah, so the paper said.
You lost all your stock, I suppose. Were you covered by insurance?
Look here, I got no time to talk to you, mister. You better go match your fur someplace else.
Wait a minute now, not so fast. I might be interested in some furs in wholesale lots if the price is right.
You come back some other time. I ain't got time to talk to you now.
You don't seem very anxious to do business. Could it be that you don't care very much about selling furs you carry in stock?
What do you mean, mister? Who are you anyway? What are you coming around here asking a lot of questions for? Trying to make me talk?
What do you want?
Well, at the moment, I'd like to know why you're so anxious to get rid of me. You expecting someone?
What if I am? It's none of your business. So get out of here.
If you don't mind, I think I'll just have a little look around. If you haven't got what I want in the way of furs, I won't come back.
Nobody asked you to come here in the first place.
Hello, Valley. Well, I see you're all set up in your new joint.
Yeah, I got a customer over here and it's behind the rack.
Oh, I see. Copper?
I don't know. He said he'd come in here to match some furs. He looks funny to me.
Yeah? Listen, Valley. Go out the front door and pull down the blinds. We'll soon find out what he's here for.
Okay. We better take him in the back room.
Oh, once we're equipped with the brass knuckles will do the trick if we won't talk without him.
He's right back there.
Yeah. I don't see anybody.
Why, right in it. Hey, he ain't here. But he was just a couple of minutes ago. I seen him go in between those two racks.
Maybe he heard us talking and beat it out the back way.
No, he can't do that. The door's locked. I got the key in my pocket.
And he's got to be here somewhere. He couldn't have gotten out.
Hey, Hickman, wait a minute. You hear that?
Yeah, he heard it. Came from back there in the corner. Come on.
Look out. Maybe he's a cop. Got a gun.
No, Varelli. I am not from the police. I carry no gun.
Boss, that boy's waist. He came from the corner. But there's nobody there. Nothing.
All right, shut up. There must be somebody there. Come out of there, you, and come out with your hands up, or I'll fill you full of lead.
Things in the shadows are best left in the shadows, Eggman.
Who are you? What are you doing here? What do you want?
I'm looking for a man. 2 men. Perhaps more. Who have burned scores of innocent people to death. Caused thousands of dollars damage to property. And terrorized the whole city. I think I have found them.
He knows.
Get him out, turn around.
Yes, I know. You betrayed yourself.
Who are you? Come out of there, I swear I'll shoot.
I am the Shadow, Hegman.
Shadow? Hickman. The newspapers for days now, they've been saying the Shadow fella could find out who set the fires. And now he's here in the shop.
Shut your mouth, Relly. Well, I'll shut it for you for good.
Yes, Hegman. A bullet would silence Varelli, but nothing you can do can keep me from reading the thoughts that are racing through your mind. You're caught, and you know it.
Reading our thoughts? You're crazy. It can't be done.
Yes, it can. I can read your mind. It is making pictures like the writing on a slate. You've given me the motive for these crimes. You're a broker.
Sure, that's right. Hegman's a broker.
Shut up.
Yes, Hegman. You write heavy insurance on the stock of men like Varelli. On stock that doesn't exist.
You're not reading my mind, Shadow. You're just guessing. You're smart, but you're not smart enough or you wouldn't have walked into this place. And I'm telling you here and now, you'll never walk out. The door's locked. I don't care how much you know. Because you'll never live to tell it.
A bullet from that gun won't save you. You've set your last fire.
Hey, boss, he knows everything. What are we going to do?
I tell you what we're going to do. Lorelli, get me that can of kerosene.
But it's in the back room, boss. I'm afraid to
go.
go.
As I tell you, you yellow-livered fool. So I've set my last fire, have I, Shadow?
Yes, your last fire.
Lorelli, don't stand there. Do as I tell you. Get that kerosene. Go on.
Hey, but this Shadow, I can't see him. I don't know where he is.
Listen, you fool. I've heard about the Shadow. He has some trick of being able to appear in a room without being seen. But he's here, all right. And if he lays a hand on you, if he tries to stop you, grab hold of him, and I'll do the rest. Go on, I tell you. Oh. So you don't work alone, Shadow. You've set a trap for us. Well, you're caught in your own trap. Quick, Riley, get that kerosene.
All right. I'll get it.
Are you in trouble?
Why don't you answer, Shadow?
I'll deal with you alone, Hegman.
I'm going to get the police.
Before the police can break in here, you'll be burned.
Here's the kerosene.
Pour it on the floor. Throw some on those fur racks. Hurry up. That girl's gone for the cops.
We go out the back way and lock the door, huh? And then this Shadow, he died quick.
All right, Shadow. Now, you just try to come through this back door, and I'll finish you off with a bullet before the fire can get you. Come on, Burley, that's enough. Get back. Get ready to slam this door the minute I touch a match to this newspaper.
You're signing your death warrant, Hegman.
No, Shadow, yours. Don't think you can break through the front window and get out because it's covered with steel wire.
All right, come on, boss. You should go up quick. Hey, boss, what's that noise?
Just a car in the street. Come on. We're getting out. Close the door. Lock it.
Ladies and gentlemen, is the Shadow on the right track? The next few minutes will give the answer. Right now, motorists, remember this. When you're tempted to try squeezing the last 1,000 miles out of a worn tire, watch out.
You may save 50 cents at present tire prices, but who knows?
The shadow knows. Suppose you had a skid, a blowout, while hitting it up along some fast, crowded highway. Think what it might cost you in repair bills, doctor bills, hospital bills. Take the shadow's advice. Play safe.
Yes, motorist. And the way to play doubly safe is to ride on the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown. Because this new safety sensation is really two great tires combined in one. Outside, every new Silvertown has the lifesaver tread that reduces the danger of skidding as never before. Gives you and your family a new feeling of security no matter how wet the weather. Inside the Silvertown tire, there's the famous golden fly protection against high-speed blowout that has already saved thousands of lives. Why should you risk your neck through skid or blowout when today you can get life-saving protection against both of these common driving hazards without paying a cent extra? Replace unsafe tread-worn tires with a set of the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown. The tires that give you the skid protection of the sensational lifesaver tread, plus golden fly blowout protection at no extra cost.
Margot, that'll be the police checking up on how my car happened to crash into that first door at the exact moment the fire started.
What are you going to tell them, Lamont? I got away in the crowd before anybody had a chance to see me.
The police said over the phone that my car was being driven by a young woman.
Then they suspect...
I don't think so, Margot. I told them the car was stolen.
And that makes a criminal out of me, doesn't it? No, but you're safe, and that's all that matters.
Yes, for once I'm glad you disobeyed my orders, Margot, but now you'd better go in my study and wait. I don't want the police to find you here.
All right, Lamont. I hope they don't get suspicious as to what really happened and discover that you are the shadow.
Neither do I. Oh, good evening, Sergeant. Come in. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
That's all right, Mr. Cranston. I've just got a few routine questions to ask you in addition to the information you gave us over the phone.
That you, Varelli?
Yeah, quick. Let me in, boss.
What'd you find out? Where'd that girl go?
I got around to the front like you told me, boss. I see her slip out of the car, and I follow. She get in a taxi, but she don't get away from me.
Where is she now?
I follow her to where she lives. We get her tonight, if you say so, boss.
Perhaps she'll lead us to the shadow.
But how do you know for sure the shadow got away?
It's in the papers. They put the fire out before it spread upstairs, and now the cops are looking for you as the owner of the first.
Hey, look, boss. You say you take care of me if the police get after me. You swore it.
Don't worry about the cops. I'll get you out of town in a day or two. First, we got to get the shadow. As long as he's alive, we're both as good as in the death house.
Yeah, sure, but how are we going to get her?
Throw that girl, you dope. We'll get her and leave a note for this guy Lamont she was calling to before she drove that car into the store. And I'll bet you 2 to 1 he's the shadow. When he comes to get her, he'll walk into a trap he won't get out of.
Yeah, that's it, boss. We get him here in your place. We make a big fire down here in the cellar and we get rid of both of them, eh?
Yeah. Come on. Show me where this girl is. We got to get a hold of her tonight or it may be too late.
Right here. This is the house I trailed the girl to. That's the window in a bedroom.
Yeah?
She's got a maid, but I think she's gone now.
Okay. She's had plenty of time to get to sleep since that light went out. Go in the window into her room and get her, Varelli.
But suppose she wake up. Maybe she screams.
Not if this gag you put in her mouth quickly enough. It's soaked with chloroform.
You wait here and help me carry her down the pirate safe, huh, boss?
Yeah, I'll wait right here by the window. While you're getting her, I'll pin this note on the curtain. Now go on, get that window up and get in there.
Okay.
Now don't bump in anything. Just grab her and slap that gag in her mouth and hold it till the chloroform does its stuff.
All right, I'll get her. You what?
Hello, Ellen.
Oh, thank the good Lord, it's you, Mr. Cranston.
Ellen, I came here the minute I got your message. What's wrong? Is Miss Margot ill?
Oh, Mr. Cranston, it's worse than that. Miss Margot, she's gone. She's been taken right out of her bed and out of the window. She's been spirited away.
Well, how do you know? Did you see it happen?
Oh, no, sir, but, I know. I was in my room and I heard a scream. And I run in here and there was the note.
A note? Where?
Oh, in the bedroom there, pinned to the curtains. Come here, look, see.
Heavens, Ellen. When did this happen?
Oh, about an hour ago, I think. The clock had just struck 2.
You notified the police?
Oh, no, sir. I didn't dare because I read that note first and it said not to call the police or Miss Margot will be killed. Here, read it, Mr. Cranston.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
You did right in not calling the police, Ellen. They trailed Margot here. Perhaps she could lead them to me.
Oh, what are they going to do to Miss Lane? Sir, hold her for some ransom money?
No, it isn't that, Ellen.
Oh, but Mr. Cranston...
I can't explain now, but listen, Ellen. If you want to help your mistress, you must do exactly as I say.
Oh, yes, sir, I'll do anything. I'd give my life.
I know you would. I just want you to stay here. Don't talk to anyone. Don't tell anyone what's happened until you hear from me. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, sir, I understand. Where are you going?
I'm going to do exactly as the note says, Ellen. I'm going to find Miss Margot and bring her back with me. If I'm not back in 2 hours and you haven't heard from me, turn that note over to Commissioner Weston of the police department. Remember that, Ellen. If I'm not back in 2 hours, take that note to Commissioner Weston.
Oh, dear God. Don't let nothing happen to him. Don't let nothing happen.
Have fine time of night to be calling. Hello? You! How did you get my private number, Shadow?
I've had it for a long time.
Well,
Commissioner Weston.
now what is it this time? I suppose you've caught the Firebug. I suppose you're all set to make a monkey out of me and the whole police force.
The newspapers have done you and your force a grave injustice, Commissioner. But it is not my doing.
So what?
Would it be worth the loss of a few hours' sleep if you could trap the Firebugs before morning, Commissioner?
Now, who are they and where are they?
I have an appointment with them within the next hour. When I'm finished with them, they're yours. If you're ready to take them. And with them, you can have the honor and credit of ending their reign of terror, Commissioner.
What am I supposed to do? Wait here and twiddle my thumbs?
No. Throw a cordon of police around the district bounded by 4th Street and the river, and from Spruce to Medley Square.
Well, you're crazy. That'd take half my force.
It's worth it.
All right. What then?
Keep in touch with headquarters. If you've not heard from me by 4:30, a note will be delivered to you, telling you where to find the Firebugs and the body of the Shadow.
Listen, I'm going to give you one more chance to talk.
Can't make me talk. I'll never tell you.
Oh, well, maybe you'll think different after I've burned your fingers with a few more matches.
I won't tell you. I won't.
Who is the Shadow? Where is he? Talk! Or is this only a taste of what you'll get? You don't like that, eh? Well, talk.
Oh, no, I won't tell you.
Hey, listen, folks.
Yeah?
I ain't going to stay up there in the dock anymore. I'm scared. I don't wait no more for somebody I can't see.
Get back up there, Burley. Get up there and wait till I tell you. You don't, I'll give you something to be scared of.
But it's dark. I can't see. All the time in the dark, I keep hearing noises, sounds. Just now, I think I hear somebody laugh. Oh, something slammed the door.
So we meet again.
Boss, he's here. The Shadow's here.
Shut up, you gibbering fool, Burley. Sure he's here, and that's just what I want. Listen, Shadow, don't come near me. I'm warning you. I've got a gun pressed against this girl's head. One false move out of you, and I'll pull the trigger. Go on, you. Tell him I'm not bluffing.
Lamont, why did you come? They used me to get you here. To make you walk into a death trap. They're going to kill you. They'll kill us both.
It's all right, Margot. Maybe we can...
Burley, stand by that door. If the Shadow tries to get out, use your knife. Remember, if he gets away, you'll go to the chair.
All right, boss. I watch.
Lamont, I'm sorry. This is my fault. All my fault.
Just a minute, Margot. Now that I'm here, Hegman, what do you want?
I just wanted you here, Shadow. That's all.
I see. You prepared another trap, another fire trap.
You guessed it. And this time the girl won't get you out of it because she'll be right down here in the cellar with you.
Come on, boss. Quick, we get out now. Lock the door and start a fire.
Stay where you are, Varelli. Don't open that door till I tell you.
Yes, Varelli. Listen to him. Do as Hegman orders you. And you live a few minutes longer. Then you die with a bullet in the back.
Who'll do that?
Your boss, Hegman.
No, the boss would not do that. You're lying, Shadow.
He plans to kill us because we know too much about him. But you, Varelli, know more. Not until you're dead will he be safe. It may be a few minutes, an hour, a day.
What do you mean, Shadow?
Don't listen to him, Varelli.
He's thinking about killing you, Varelli.
I'm not going to kill you. You can trust me.
You forget I can read Hegman's mind, Varelli.
Don't you believe him, Varelli? He's just saying that to get you.
But he can read the mind. In the shop, he did it.
No, I tell you, you're my friend.
You know too much about Hegman, Varelli.
The Shadow is right. I know too much. Only when I'm dead will you be safe, boss.
Two can keep a secret. Only when one is dead, Varelli. When one is dead, Varelli. Listen to me. When one is dead.
When one is dead. When one is dead.
Now listen, Varelli.
That's it. When one is dead.
Now, Varelli, keep away from me. Put that knife away. So don't listen to him. He's hypnotized your mind. That's another one of the Shadow's tricks. No, Varelli. Oh. All right. Yeah, I meant to kill you, Varelli. I was going to do it the minute we got rid of the Shadow and his girl. But I don't need you now. I got them trapped, and I'll give you yours now. Here.
You killed me. But before I die, I'll get you, boss.
Get up.
I stab you. I take you with me, boss. We keep a cigarette together.
Mark.
Here. You cut your rope, Margot. And get out of this place and go back to the apartment. Get that note from Ellen. Destroy it. The secret of the Shadow must remain a secret.
Mark, come with me, please. There's nothing more can be done here. The pirate is dead.
Yes, Margot. The Firebugs have set their last fire. One more thing to be done.
What's that?
I must get in touch with Commissioner Weston. I promised him I'd give him the credit for capturing the criminals. He and half the police force of the city are waiting out there in the streets. The Shadow always keeps his word.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.
All the characters and all the places named are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
Days come to end now. Work's all done. Let's take a bow. Smiles and joy on every face. It's time to leave this happy place. Packed our gears and locked the door. Running free just like before. Rising high as the stars above. In work we find a piece of love. Oh, daily triumph, here we go. As we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, office, see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. Laughter rings from all around. In this space joy can be found. Tasks are finished, time to play. Bidding adieu to another day. Oh, daily triumph, here we go. As we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, office, see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. Laughter rings from all around. In this space joy can be found. Tasks are finished, time to play. Bidding adieu to another day. Oh, daily triumph, here we go. As we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, office, see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. Laughter, rest, and time to dream. In the stars our hearts will gleam. Count the moments, count the smiles. We'll be back in just a while.